Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is the Silent K, and today we are not playing Mech HQ. We are going to be playing HBS BattleTech, released in 2018, and this is going to be basically a new experience for me. I've seen a bit of this game on YouTube. This is actually my first Steam game, and oh, okay, my cursor is now working the way it should be. I had a problem earlier when I was testing this, where I couldn't take my cursor off the screen onto the other monitor. Hey, Vyrank, how's it going? I was just telling the good people at home that this is my first time playing this game. I literally just installed it. I installed it yesterday, but then like maybe 20 minutes ago or so, I double clicked on the icon and got it to boot up the first time, and it did an additional procedure, but I did not actually like get into the game or watch the intro or anything. This, of course, is the history of the BattleTech universe. And again, I apologize for any technical difficulties that might come up this stream. Like I can see where I've got my camera might be an issue, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do anything about that once the game starts. But like for example, right now, I don't think you're probably hearing the audio from the game, because it looks like that's turned all the way down or something, and I can't actually do anything about that at the moment, so I apologize. So yes, the Age of War. Jump ship's getting destroyed. The Cameron's name I'm familiar with passingly. That is an Atlas, the newer design. That's a King Crab. That's a Catapult. That's Centurion. I just like naming all the mechs, forgive me. I'm not sure if that was a Shadowhawk. Anyway, all right. So, okay, I've got a cursor now, but I still can't move my my face on the screen for you guys. So I don't have any of the DLCs. This was gifted to me. There was a massive sale going on until the other day where it was 75% off, but unfortunately the DLC couldn't be gifted. So I greatly, like a million times, appreciate the gift of this game. I'm not trying to say that I don't. It's just the way things worked out. I am playing vanilla, and first time through I'm also playing on modded. So I'm actually... So campaign is basically story mode, and then career is free play, if I'm not mistaken. So let me go ahead and start a new campaign. I think I kind of want to start a custom campaign. I mean, I'll probably leave most of the options on default, but I want, to be able to at least look at them and make some decisions. Iron Man. Failing any priority mission results in a campaign loss. Significant challenge. Yeah, I don't... Vanilla is good first time through. Campaign is good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do Iron Man or not, though. And unequipped mechs. Mechs you acquire through salvage will not come with equipped weapons or components. From what I've seen, I think that 3 parts for a fully assembled mech is a little easy. So, do I want to bump up the parts, or do I want them to be unequipped? One or the other. Wouldn't do an Iron Man. Okay, point taken. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up to 4, but they will come fully equipped. I feel like if you scavenge together 4 mechs, that's, you know, left side, right side, legs, torso, and head. You know, you should have a complete mech if you can put together four bits of salvage. Mech destruction. What does... When active, the setting will cause any mech disabled by the destruction of its center torso to be lost permanently. I mean, that's how I normally play. Like, in my Mega Mech game, like, I can salvage parts off of those mech, but not the mech itself. Salvage normal changes the amount of salvage you may obtain. Yeah, normal is fine. Advanced mech warriors. New mech warriors in the hiring hall will often have better stats and skills than in the early parts of the game. Modify the setting to change the frequency of new mech warriors. That default is fine. Normal contract payment. Normal progression. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to change is to bump up the parts for mech assembly. Suspicious Wizard! Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I'm glad to have a veteran watching over me and advising, because I have basically no idea what I'm doing with this game. And I've heard that, oh, you know what I just realized? Yeah, I've got this game installed on my hard drive right now, not the SSD? Yeah. So the load times might be a little excessive for right now. I'll see if I can free up some space on the SSD and transfer it over so that it loads quicker. It shouldn't be a problem. Score multiplier. Yeah, I'm not really playing for score. I'm mainly just trying to play through the story. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be difficult. The only thing is that I do have to free up, what is it, about 80 gigs or something on the SSD, so I'd have to get Gemini to maybe move her streamed videos to D drive to make space for it. Are you guys getting any of the audio at all? I could turn it up and it could come through the mic, but I'm looking at my little bars here, and the desktop audio bar is not moving at all. No sound.
My father used to tell me stories.
How's that? A little better?
About the Star League, a golden age of
Okay. Okay, so that works.
Great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps.
Yeah, honestly, it was the whole feudalistic aspect of the mech warriors as the knights in service of their liege that honestly kind of attracted me to BattleTech in the first place back in the 80s.
Hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you.
So that's a K2 catapult, and I didn't recognize the one in the middle.
Just in my money. But whether it was your
it's not the best introduction to my house, but you'll get to meet them.
Your actions.
Okay.
That makes you a hero in the eyes of
yeah, pretty much everything I know about the Taurian Concordat I know from Tex Talks BattleTech, and the catchphrases he has associated with them. Other than that, I'm just kind of passingly familiar with them. Same with most of the periphery states. I mainly know the major houses. The Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom in the RimWorld periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. The viewers are watching and judging. We will judge you by your house choice. If I don't go straight mercenary, it's probably going to be either Steiner or Davian. And it looks like just straight mercenary is not an option. So, mech warriors who hail from the Federated Suns tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty. Yeah, I can relate. Nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Succession War, the Federated Suns, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Davian, has become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. The Freedom Monarchy. Versus Steiner, mech warriors who hail from the Lyran. I don't know why I said Lyran. I almost always pronounce it Lyran. I've heard it Lyran. I don't think it's right. It came out. The Lyran Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained, though they have also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Well, that's just a reputation. I can be a good strategic thinker, I hope. But I like the hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Lyran Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Lyran Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy and its control of the Inner Sphere's largest functioning battle mech factories. Lyran Commonwealth. So freedom or money? Let's go Federated Suns. Though immigrants to the Aurigan Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Aurigan space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech and old BJ-1 Blackjack. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when I picked up my first skills. So, gunnery and tactics, piloting and tactics, tactics and guts, piloting and guts, gunnery and guts. Well, I know I want gunnery. I'm aware that is basically the most important skill. So we can get gunnery and guts, gunnery and tactics, but not piloting and gunnery. So guts or tactics. And I'm thinking called shots, indirect fire, minimum range versus maximum health, weapon recoil, and heat. Yeah, I'm gonna go with guts over tactics, because I feel like especially the heat and the health points are important. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a coalition soldier for more gunnery, a frontier pirate for guts, Solaris gladiator for gunnery, mercenary for tactics, freelancer for tactics, or merchant guard for piloting. Piloting would be my second choice. Improves stability threshold and melee chance and sprint distance. Yeah, there have been quite a lot of mods and expansions and different versions of this game from what I've seen. Until years later, you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. Soldier, yeah, I think Soldier and Gladiator give extra gunnery. But I've already got one in gunnery, so I kind of wanted one in gunnery, one in piloting. So we'll go with a more balanced build, I think. While escorting a supply caravan to a small outpost on the outskirts of the Aurigan Reach, you were set upon by pirates and left for dead. Raju happened to be visiting the capital city and picked up your distress call. Upon rescuing you, he offered you a job in the House Arano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of the Lady Kamea Arano. So, we get to pick a portrait, and I appreciate that they include the pronoun they, but I am definitely a he. I'm all about inclusion. Don't know if you know that. You really even got wrecked. Want a job protecting royalty? 3,748 hours. Wow. Let me think. I think I've got about 800 hours in Skyrim, about 600 in Oblivion, about 400 in Fallout 4. So that's what, 1,800 minutes? You've got twice as much time in this game as I have in those three combined. Call sign. Let's go with something simple and rememberable. I mean, Hearts of Iron 4. I'm not familiar with that. It sounds like a tank game. Am I right? Mert. Rayshon. Cedrick. We'll go with Cedrick. That works. Cedrick Wolf. I like it. Strategic level World War II. Okay. That was... I know I keep talking about my dad and how he introduced me to like strategy gaming and everything. One of the earliest games I remember playing with him was called Tobruk. It was a tabletop World War II tank strategy game. I don't know if anyone here has ever heard of it. But he had several different games in that vein. Tobruk was the only one I really remember, though. I tried to play it with him once, but we didn't have terrain, and I was young, and didn't really understand all the rules. So let's go with this guy. He's a little scruffy, but kind of clean cut, which is, I mean, I get that I have long hair now, but for most of my life, you know, I've looked probably kind of more like that. It looks like we can customize that, but honestly, that looks fine to me. We will go with Cedrick Wolf. Everyone gangster until Lark breaks out ASL. I actually recently inherited a copy of ASL from my late uncle on my mom's side. I actually didn't know that he also played that kind of game. And when I asked my mom about it, you know, like if my dad and her brother had ever played strategy games together, her response was that they didn't get along very well. So, I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity in my family. They probably could have gotten along great if they'd just had the chance to bond over strategy and tactics games. Okay, so we've got gunnery, guts, and piloting bonuses. Tactics is our weak point. Tech was start game, start with a helicopter that had a Gauss rifle. We got sniped across the map by enemies that weren't even on my radar. Yeah, Rogue Tech looks punishing. I don't want to say it's unfair, but yeah, it definitely throws a lot at you. And Vyrank does know Tobruk. Interesting. I might don't quote me on that, but I might actually still have some of the old rule books and the stuff that I brought with me from the house. High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. The second time I tried starting Rogue Tech, it was through an 80-ton clan assault mech on my first mission. Jeez. Lord Santiago Espinoza, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving council must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript the houses. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and is rebuked. It would be nice if they could let me paste. I assume you mean in Rogue Tech. I hope it's a little more close to baseline in vanilla. Yeah, okay. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 0853 local time. Destroying an enemy battle mech's head or legs removes it from combat and increases the amount of partial mech salvage you can get. That's one thing that always really bothered me about all of the BattleTech video games versus the tabletop is the leg destruction kill. Like in tabletop, a mech with no legs can still be a threat. But in MechWarrior and this game, apparently, shoot off both of the legs, it's the same as coring it. My friend Lucas did a one-skill mission of King Crab once. Speed is more important than firepower on escort and rescue missions. Well, yeah, that stands to reason. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen to move. Okay, or WASD. This is... I'm gonna be real with you guys. I know that WASD has been the standard for like 30 years. It's actually something that I've never used before. I've never like played a shooter game on the PC since the last one I think was the original Quake, and that was arrow keys to move and then Control Alt and space where you're. So like this is gonna be totally different reflexes for me. Not to say I don't play shooters, but I've been using, you know, a controller since then. Right mouse button to rotate. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Or Q and E. Okay, Silent K. I had the Espinosa refit yards rust the repairs on your Blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. More tonnage is just objectively better, yeah. I mean, that's true of all mechs. Career mode game ever. Net me a Black Knight almost immediately. The skulls depend on technology more than the actual weight. Okay. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now, do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Click on a mech warrior's portrait or tab to cycle between available units. Well, I don't.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. But I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Okay, so, like, I guess I just kind of missed it, because Quake came out in, what, like 97 or 98? And that was, you know, arrow keys and control. But then, like, when Halo came out, which wasn't too much longer, like, I was all about the Xbox, which obviously doesn't have a keyboard. Okay, so, move your mouse to click once to select, click again to choose facing. Okay, so, interesting. Also, this, I always thought it was really weird how, like, they use the kind of a hex grid for movement. There's like kind of a hex grid for movement, but you get more freedom in your facing. So it's gonna be an adjustment, I think. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, it looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove
Press
anything.
tab to cycle through
But
targets.
my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
Just go ahead and shoot the first one here, and it looks like everything is enabled. Everything is 95%. There's arm-mounted weapon accuracy, long-range target size. How do I have a 95% accuracy with a +5 modifier? I don't get it. Essentially, it's more advanced than Alpha Strike, but not the full basic rule set. I'm still mad at my last BattleTech Commander's Edition run. I got 2/3 of them Marauder 2 and never found the third piece. That sucks. Objective complete. Test out your weapons. Yeah? I'd say they work. Ah, the immobile bonus is not listed. Been training Lady Orano since she was 14 years old. So, that's right, she does pilot a Kintaro later, doesn't she? She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Alright, so, tab. Where do I see? Like, I see that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and press that. Fire at the target in the forest again, because, yeah, back shot. And we will, sure, waste some more ammo when we've got perfectly fine lasers. One of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. So, like, lore-wise, we're talking about, like, Cult 20, you may actually know. Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with the Aurigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there near the edge of the lake.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Okay, did I miss something? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I used tab instead. I didn't realize I didn't have them selected.
And that was more than your engine could handle. Get on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Warning, plasma leak detected, jump jet malfunction, jump jet systems damaged, system inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa Reef at yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looks like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we're going to have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the road. Click the melee targeting reticle on the enemy, or press V to cycle through melee targets. Okay, so tab, V. So that's the only option, is a straight line, it looks like. Good hit, at least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that
Rip
engine, kid.
Panther, yeah.
If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver. Okay, so tap, sprint. Yeah, I've heard the complaint before that I forget who it was, but I was watching someone critiquing this game and they were really upset with how many mechs there were for the periphery. So which way do I need to be facing? Which way are we going next? Are we going that way?
Full throttle.
Quad locusts?
Congratulations, Silent K. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I'll know that you'll be ready. It's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course,
Yeah,
this
I did
warrior
notice that.
was a student of
And that's
yours.
actually
I'd expect them
one
to
of the
know their
mods
way
I
around
think
the cockpit.
I would be more inclined to use is the one that makes the evasion more like the tabletop. Because, yeah, the idea of having a fast mech that just gets easier and easier to hit the more it's getting shot at, it's realistic, but it's not, you know, it's just not the system as I'm used to it. Allow me to introduce Kamea Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition, as Lady Victoria on this channel. For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton Docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of metedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin, but the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. I'm not familiar with a Kaga. Firestarters are good, yeah. I feel like they modify well. Place a couple of those flamers with medium lasers and it becomes a lot more effective at anti-mech operations. And obviously, you know, the half-ton of machine gun ammo that I always take out of older mechs. At any rate, I'll see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland along the Cormorant Road, as is the Arano tradition. 8 medium lasers on your light mech. Yeah.
Mission successful.
I thought there was going to be more to it than that. Yeah, I know that flamers can be pretty effective for overheating enemy mechs. But it's kind of a strategy that you have to invest a little bit more in. Like 1 or 2 points of heat isn't going to have as much of a difference as like 10 points of heat.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then.
Yeah, what are they called? Support weapons?
Bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own needs. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight,
Forget the drop shifts.
know
What about
that
the
you
jump
did
shifts?
so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate.
Because like jump ships are like an order of magnitude more expensive than drop ships. So then this is the mission where we get jumped. I guess I had thought it was all one contiguous mission. I don't care much for Wolverines. I like Wolverines. They're better than Shadowhawks. Shadowhawk just has too many heat sinks. Not enough damage. Not enough jump jets. And that's the thing that really turns me off of the Shadowhawk, is 3 jump jets. Like, for 1 more ton, you could get that target mod of 3. I like the Wolverine. I've got one that the Fighting Bulldogs have been using where I swapped the autocannon for an LB-10X, added some medium lasers, and it's... I put a pilot in it with jumping jack. Alright.
Command interface initiated.
I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a battle mech, the simplicity of it, but there they are, just up ahead. The city gates and my future, all laid out before me. Wait. A guard post, one of the small ones that dots the road leading to the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about a fire.
Damned odd. And I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Hunchback is where it's at. 4P. Yeah, Hunchback has some really good variants. I'm a fan of almost all the Hunchbacks. I forget the designation, but there's one with an autocannon 5 and LRMs that I'm less of a fan of. The one with the autocannon 10 is good. It adds a couple medium lasers. The one with 8 medium lasers is good. The one with SRMs is good. Yeah, and of course there's the 4G, which we all know just do not want to mess with. So is sprinting my only option when I'm not in combat?
Affirmative.
Yeah, the 4P is the medium lasers, the SP is the SRMs, I think it's the J is the one with the autocannon 5. An LRM 20. I know there's one with I think 2 LRM 5s and an autocannon 5. I don't think I'm aware of the one that takes an autocannon or an LRM 20. You see those scorch marks on the rubble? That's laser fire. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so accurate. Although, I mean, to be honest, an LRM-20 is not a bad replacement for an autocannon 20. You're not going to get as much damage out of it as consistently, but you do have, you know, like 3 times the range.
That I have no doubt.
Okay, so we're still not in combat. We've moved 1 mech. That's our Centurion. It's hard to tell exactly which hexes include the road. Like, I assume it's all of these.
I'll make it happen.
Arrow 4 Hunchback? That would be interesting. Alright, so I guess we're gonna get jumped probably when we pass through this area. Can we move through this base? Because I don't really want to go around that rock. Although it might be good cover. They fit an arrow 4 on an Irby, they can put it on a Hunchy. Yeah, for sure. Alright, Mastiff, who... Okay, it'll tell me his injuries, but will it tell me his stats? Like, who's my best shot? Kind of want my best shot front and center, and then maybe, like, someone else can support him around this side. The Kintaro... I don't know.
You have my attention.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, we'll just go right up the middle. I'm not expecting that much of a challenge in this mission. Oh no, we broke some stuff. of sucks knowing that I'm about to get jumped because I'm just like waiting for it to happen.
Confirmed.
Oh. I did not realize how much of a cliff that was. What is it? E and I might be doing that instead from now on. Okay, yeah, I thought it was going to be a little easier to get through here. I didn't realize we were going to have to go all this way.
Roger.
Hail, Mastiff! Hail, Lady Arano! We were preparing for Lady Arano's coronation parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Cormorant Road. A guard post behind us was attacked. Sir Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll fall in behind you and shoot you in the back. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance. A little sketchy. But that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arano's safety. If your mechs are just badly maintained, what does she need protection from? Take them! Kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Arano alive.
Back, Kamea. Get behind us.
Okay, so...
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
If you hold left alt, does it show you where you can walk? No, it looks like left alt just brings up everyone's details. Maybe right alt. Right alt doesn't do anything. Control shift. Nope. Okay, so now that there are enemies, I don't think I want to be sprinting. Okay, let's click move. So, I kind of missed the interface in Megamech where you can see your range brackets for each weapon before you move. Alright, so Kintaro has a bunch of 9 range lasers and SRMs and LRM 5. Okay, so it does show it kind of. How do I back out of this? Is it yeah, it's escape. Okay. Blackjack is gonna have better range.
Location confirmed.
What's Panther doing in this end of the sphere? Left alt, look at the dots. There's... the whole field is covered in dots. I know I can't move that far. Yeah, also not in sprint. So wait a second, why didn't I get a chance to shoot? I mean, we're all in medium mechs, so we should all be moving, I thought, in turn 3. I guess Mastiff has some kind of ability.
How can I help?
Alright, so can we get in behind you? When you engage an enemy, you get basically a free movement phase for unactivated mechs when you engage before combat. Okay. So let's see, we've got crap odds to hit with the LRMs, but we've got the heat threshold for it. One thing I do like is that it rolls to hit for each LRM separately. So like it's not like tabletop where the LRMs either all miss or some hit. It's some are gonna hit unless your odds are really, really low.
Roger.
Just with the autocannon.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Alright, so
I'm listening.
tab.
Copy that.
Alright, so focusing fire on this Panther, we've got 90s and 80s, a 45 on the LRM, or 80s, 70s, and a 40. Yeah, that's just an easier shot all around. Nice.
Just one hostile.
Alright. Just a little irritating that I have to press tab every time I start a new phase or select a new mech. Like, why doesn't it begin with me already selected? Alright, so we got 60s and 65s. Wow, I am not a good shot. Okay, so there goes his left arm.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, point taken. Yes, gunnery is almighty.
Got my attention.
Alright, can we get in behind this shadow hawk? First of all, how do we... Okay. So, he actually has more armor on his rear right now than on his front. So... I mean, can I just... Do I get a bonus for standing still? Face it, Shadowhawk. I've got bigger guns than you. 80s and 40. Yeah. Damn you for making me do that.
What a waste.
Come here. Come here, can you hear me? Alexander, we were just attacked. The Royal Guard. My own guardsmen tried to take me prisoner. It's happening here too. The Royal Guards are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosa's house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, or whoever they are, steal my birthright. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to Rotorua Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. I heard Lord Decimus send his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here, I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tourney grounds. You heard him, Rotorua... I did not hear him. We'll go there, rally our fighters, and march on the southern gates with an army at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander has been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now take me to the armory.
Traitors in the guard.
Okay.
I fear this is only the beginning. Follow me.
Okay,
Keep
so
close
we're going
and
there.
remember your training. Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
Alright, so we're, I guess, not in combat. We're automatically in sprint mode. And since we don't have to worry about getting shot at out of the blue, apparently, we can just go ahead and...
Heads up, we've got company.
What? Where? Ah. Vehicle 25 ton, vehicle 35 ton, vehicle 30 ton. Okay. So we outmassed them by a significant amount, considering that we weigh altogether, what, about 150 tons? I don't recall offhand if a Kantara was 50 or 55 tons. Alright, so So now starting this phase, we can expect
Orders?
to get shot at. But, I mean, I assume if I go here, I'm gonna be a good LRM range. I'm gonna trust that they don't have a whole bunch of LRMs. Okay, I guess we still don't have any targets, so we'll brace for damage reduction. Oh, there's another one. Okay, a galleon. That's what, medium laser and something.
Tell me what you need.
Oh, can she also not see it? It's right there. I feel like I should have noticed that I didn't have a shot. I really thought I was gonna have a shot. And a scorpion. It's autocannon 5
Just
and
barely dinged my armor.
maybe some SRMs, I think. Alright, okay, let me... Doesn't look like I have a shot there. Doesn't look like I have a shot there. I'm assuming I don't have one there either, so I guess this is going to be a non-shooting turn for us. Yeah, no targets. Brace. So maybe I should be standing in these woods right now. Striker. There's different variants of the striker. There's some with LRMs and some with SRMs. That's going internal.
God, that shot went internal.
Okay, so
Talk to me.
what do we got here? We've got the striker, unknown vehicle, scorpion, unknown vehicle. Scorpion has an autocannon and a machine gun. Striker has SRMs and LRMs. Autocannon. You get a little tree on the move location. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
You've got my attention.
So that little icon. Okay. So we could get one evasion pip if we go there, or we could get cover if we go there. I don't see any way to get both. Kind of want to start taking out that striker, but then again, that autocannon has the range. Yeah, let's go ahead and move into the woods because I'm expecting him to get shot more than once.
Follow my lead.
And so we've got the striker, we've got 85s and a 45. The scorpion, we're all 90s. Okay, I really thought I was going to be going at the striker, but yeah, I'm not going to turn down 90% to hit. And if I'm reading that right, we're shooting it kind of at the front left side.
Roger.
Whoa. One shot, one kill.
Never stood a chance.
Reading you loud and clear.
Okay, so if we go here, we can get cover and evasion. I like that. We also have, it looks like a clear shot on at least the galleon.
I'm moving out.
we've got 95, 90, 85, and a 50 with the LRMs versus 45 with the LRMs. So yeah, that's easy choice to make. Oh, I did not realize we were getting quite so warm. How much? 10 armor, 13 armor, 9. I mean, I feel like if I hit him with one medium laser, that'll penetrate and then some. Oh, okay. I'd be worried there for a second.
Flagged a hostile vehicle.
I don't know if it's an update. This is, I guess, probably the most current version of the game, but there's no mods or anything. Evasion and cover. Okay, so I thought multi-target was a special ability, or am I thinking of one of the mods? Okay, so we've got 75 on the autocannons and 55 with everything else. Well, 60's on 2 of those. Then again, he's got 25 armor, 25, 21, 21. So pretty much 25 points to any location would kill him. Pull it on one of the lasers.
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Yeah, I don't like the amount of damage that that Centurion is taking.
Talk to me.
Let's see, that should be a good range bracket for him.
Copy that.
I wasn't even thinking of trying to take cover. I need to be more aware of that. Well, I mean, we've got 2 evasion pips and 1 enemy, so I think we'll be alright, especially because that enemy, I think, is about
everything
that.
I've got. You were brave, I'll give you that.
Oh no. No. We're too late.
Alright, so we're back into sprint mode, so we must be out of combat.
Aye, aye.
Kamea, do you read me? It's Espinoza, your uncle. Do you hear me? House Espinoza is usurping the throne. It can't be. My uncle, Victoria. Kamea, I just watched an Espinoza battle mech plow through an alley full of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now. Your loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, what's that sound? Oh, gods! Sabotage!
Alexander!
Ooh. Artillery. Glad we weren't standing there.
I'll do what you ask.
Blackjack. That's so slow. It's over, Kamea. Your ascendancy, your honor legacy. Alright. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I loved you like a sister. But then my father helped me see it. Your family's complacency, what it's done to the Reach. Our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Serrano is to blame. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have fought under your banner proudly, served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Damn it, Victoria, I taught you better than this. You taught me lies. Kamea, for the love that I once bore you, I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare the old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this. Nice. You and your father both, do you hear me? You are traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Then you truly are a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you've cost your royal escort their lives. This is that reinforcements, huh?
Attention, all Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria Espinosa. Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command. Fail to follow these instructions, and you will have me to deal with.
All with minimal armor. And since this is vanilla, I think they don't have any kind of spawn protection. Alright, so we've got one evasion and woods there. We've got 2 evasion there. Yeah, let's see if a damaged Centurion can take out a piece of crap cicada. Or Locust has a medium laser and 4 SRMs. 2 medium lasers, 2 mediums, and a small. Yeah, I feel like the cicada is probably the biggest threat right now. The all-arounds. Yeah, we can afford to fire them, even for low percentage shot. Yeah, the 3 dudes packing a Centurion, Kentaro, and Blackjack, and you just had a Spider, Cicada, and Locust, of all things that we've heard. Yeah. Rear attacks ignore cover. Good to know.
I'm getting outmaneuvered.
Fine.
My damned armor's busted.
Yes, I hear you.
So that looks like 2 evasion. Woods had 1 evasion. Yeah, they're all packing medium lasers. I don't think they have the accuracy to hit me from this far away. So I'm gonna take the evasion over the cover. So Locust and Spider looking at 30 to 20, 50s and 55s. Yeah, we're gonna go all out on this guy. Okay. For a second I was like, dang, armor's all I got?
Standing by.
So we've got the Spider there and the Centurion. Okay. So the Locust has less evasion. The Spider is not in the woods. So we've got 70s and 60s, 40s and 50s. One shot at the Locust.
Target eliminated.
Incoming transmission.
Attention, citizens of Como.
Attention, citizens of Corvadir 6. This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition. For your own protection, I urge you to remain calm and stay indoors until otherwise instructed. All hostile units, stand down and and you have my oath that you will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired.
My father placed his faith in that man. I gave him my trust. He was family.
I'm pretty sure this is the last round of the battle, but yeah. He's not a good shot with that autocannon. Double miss.
You have my attention. I'm on the move.
I mean, isn't that what mercenaries do? Put their life on the line for money? Ooh, that's a little hot.
Copy that. Pierce through the armor.
And also, he has no guns left. Turn around. I mean, that's one thing I've always liked about tabletop role-playing games is they give you a lot more freedom as far as like actually being able to make the choices you want. Why can I not shoot him? I thought I had a line of sight. Did I miscalculate? Yeah, I really wanted to kill him this turn.
Orders.
I mean, do I get an accuracy penalty for not moving? Or a bonus, I assume? Because I kind of want to just stand here and hit him with the autocannon and the lasers. Yeah, we've got the heat sinks. Command, you read me. Alexander, thank the gods. I thought I'd lost you when the bombs fell. You very nearly did. Kamea, the city is lost. We have to get off of this planet, and we need to do it now. I can't abandon Coromadir. This is my home, my birthright. The battle's over, Kamea. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the coalition another day. You're both right. My uncle has won. The reach is his. We will mourn for it later, the both of us. For now, you need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'm on my way there right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Okay, that's how I zoom out.
Reporting minimal damage. I'm listening.
So we've got a Scorpion and an unidentified vehicle. If we go here... Yeah.
I'm up.
So we've got a Scorpion with an autocannon and a Striker with missiles. Excuse me 1 second. Skills in it. Yeah, I thought telemarketers were bad. Screw door-to-door guys.
Affirmative.
Do not have time for that.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Just for the record, I'm not usually that rude to people who come to my door. Just, I'm in the middle of something, you know? Tour salesman will remember that. Like, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm just trying not to waste his time or mine. I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting while I'm sitting out there trying to tell him, no, I don't want to buy what you're trying to sell. You guys aren't here for that. You're here for this.
I'm on my way.
This is your last chance, cousin. Don't make me order your death. Do whatever you must, betrayer. A headstrong fool to the end. Damn you for this. Captain House, destroy them. Mastiff, my cousin, all of them. Leave no survivors.
As you command, my lady.
Oh, there is a green here. There are 3 of them. These turrets count. Alright, so. Alright, so I'm the only one who hasn't moved yet. And we can pick up 3 evasion. We're undamaged, so. What kind of turrets are these? Medium lasers. Medium lasers. Oh, no, we're not sprinting. Wait, do we want to sprint? Yeah, we're not in combat yet. Yep. 4 pips and woods. That's the best evasion I've gotten so far. Oh, but I thought since they appeared in the middle of the round... Oh. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, don't tell me I'm missing an opportunity to shoot them.
Got my attention.
I've got autocannons too, they'll reach. Alright, 2 evasion and woods.
Roger that.
So the Wolverine has a bit more armor. 50, 50, 40, 40. These guys have 90. So I'd have to hit with at least the autocannon, 1 laser, and like 1 LRM. 2 LRMs. What's the accuracy look like? 90s. Maybe like 45. Yeah, as much as I'd like that Wolverine down, I don't think I'm gonna do it fast enough to make a difference.
Copy that.
Take out this turret. Nice.
Target
Same in
destroyed.
general, you can't spring and shoot. You can do this. Okay. Melee. Ninja kick.
I'm losing armor.
Yes, I hear you.
Ooh. Is it worth trying to melee that thing? I've forgotten how to do melee. I know, I'm not close enough to do melee, that's fine.
Tell me what you need.
So we've got woods here, but no evasion. We've got woods over here, but no evasion. Oh, we've got both. What was it? 90 hit points on the turrets? I think I'm... Oh, medium lasers are out of range. Lame.
Engaging target.
Standing by.
Okay, so that's how I melee. I just click on him. But no, I don't. I mean, I don't know this game as well, but I know that on tabletop, if I had a Kintaro and I had to choose between punching or kicking for, what is it, 10 or 11 damage? I mean, I can do more than that with just the SRMs. So I'm gonna go for the guns. So we've got 80s and 75s. Running hot. We've got 90s and 95s. We would need to hit with both. 47. Uh, 95. Yeah, that should do it.
Taking the shot. Target destroyed.
And now we've saved the big boy for last. It's Wolverine. I'm assuming he's got... Oh yeah, he doesn't have much in the way of back armor. Not quite enough movement points for that. Kind of have to choose between being able to get him in our arc and getting any kind of evasion. Running a little hot, low chance LRM shot, but it's worth it.
All weapons are go.
Man, Raju with that autocannon is just not good. Oh, is it because I'm building up recoil or something? Really? Going for the multi-target on us.
Reading you loud and clear.
Pummel him into the dirt. That is absolutely the plan. Alright, so his back is open a little bit. Not too much. 50s and 60, 65. And he's in woods. Jeez. Yeah, I did not do much damage to him that time.
Standing by.
Alright, yeah, let's drop some SRMs into that
That's
damaged
good.
back
I'm
of
moving.
his. Two punches enough to knock him unsteady to remove the evasion pips. It doesn't look like it. He doesn't have much stability damage on him right now. And I wouldn't expect a melee from a medium mech to do that much stability damage. So how much heat can we afford to bring? Oof, that's pushing it. Let's go ahead and 2 mediums and 12 SRMs.
Targeting rear
Async destroyed, cool.
recording a critical strike.
Melee is the hard counter to evasion. It's basically the way to murk climax. Alright, good to know.
Talk to me.
So now that he has a little more stability damage, would now... Well, I mean, he's not evasive. So the way the initiative works, I've got Mastiff goes on in round 4. Okay, so at this point it's still worth shooting him. Let's just surround and gang up on him. Okay, drop the LRMs. Some more damage, but less accurate. His entire back is open wide, and all of his left side. Now he's unsteady. Well, now he's not gonna. Well, jumping doesn't let you recover any stability, does it? So is he still gonna be
Barely
unsteady?
scratched my armor. You have my attention.
Let me just see something real quick. Yeah, it looks like he's just barely still unsteady. Let me hit him with some auto cannons and try to bring that up a little more, and then we'll punch him. Oh. Yeah, this is like a totally new system that I'm learning how to game. Is there any way to like back out and undo that? No. Once I've moved, it's done. Okay. Ooh, yeah, those hit shot percentages are weak. So many of them. Well, he got his arm.
Reading loud and clear.
I mean, do we want to come in on his right side and try to punch him? Yeah, no, I do. I mean, it's. I appreciate you guys giving me advice on like how to play things like melee them first to make them unsteady and remove their evasion, and then shoot them. Because that's not the kind of thinking that I would. For me, it's kind of unintuitive coming from the tabletop. Yeah, let's see just how much damage we can do now.
Closing into melee range.
70 points, cool.
Orders?
I mean, is it worth hitting him again? I mean, that left side is already super weak. If I can leg him... 95% chance to hit, yeah.
Moving out.
And it gives me a chance to cool down. There goes the left torso.
That was a critical hit.
There's the knockdown. See, if you can grab an enemy in a headlock, they're easier to shoot. Danger close.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so now that he's down, do we kick him while he's down, or do we shoot him while he's down? We've got the heat sinks right now. Like, is it worth standing still? I mean, we're not going to be evasive, but... Yeah, we can do something like that and start landing on his other side.
I'm moving.
Yeah, we can. Oh, and we get a called shot. How much armor does he have here? 105. 50 from the lasers. That's not great odds. 15%. I mean, do we go for just the center torso kill?
Charging weapon.
There we go.
Hostile unit down.
Okay, so now we're advancing on this point.
Aye, aye.
Sounds good. I'm moving. I'm moving out.
Thank the gods you made it, Kamea. Captain Halverson's prepping the engines now. In another 5 minutes, we'll be ready to depart. 5 minutes is a long time. Silent K, you see Lady Arana to the docking ramp. When she's aboard, come back to me. We'll hold this pass against whatever comes.
Thank you, Sir Rasha. Thank you both. I won't forget what you've done for me today. I
Okay,
promise
so...
you that.
Okay, so... Kamea to the dropship. Yeah, let's sprint that.
I'll make it happen.
Or should I have kept her on the field a little longer to help deal with what's coming? Or would the enemy have not have come in if I'd done that? Oh, that's a catapult. All units, advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Alright, Silent K, I trained you for this. We'll fight side by side, watch each other's backs. Above all else, we will keep Lady Arano safe. Protect the dropship, it's all that matters. Warning, engine heat critical. Warning, shutdown initiated. Error, reactor offline, weapons offline. System inoperable. Trouble with your blackjack, Silent K? Shame. That's been happening to a lot of the Royal Guard mechs lately. You have numbers on us, and you resorted to sabotage, and you're gloating about it? You've got no honor, you vicious little brat. Not you nor your backstabbing father. Shut your mouth, old man. My father is a great man, and I swear to all the gods you will suffer if you insult him again. Your father is a coward, and so are you. Silent K, I want you to eject. Now, punch out. You're no good to anybody in a broken mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, mech warrior, now! That's an order! Now come from me, Victoria. Your teacher is waiting. Come and show me what you've learned.
Mission successful.
And I suspect there's a cutscene coming on. Raju! No! You saying you just might die because they told you to give you a job. 8 hours later. Easy there, Cedrick. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name is Darius Oliveira, and I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary outfit with ties to House Arano. We did some work for High Lord Tamati way back when. I'd introduced you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the Market District when the bombs fell. Well, he didn't make it. If it wasn't for your company, I'd be dead too. That's probably true, but don't mention it. After seeing what happened to Markham, it didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. When we picked up your broadcast on the emergency band, we knew what we had to do. What about Raju? We found his mech. It was completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. Lots of people survive getting their mechs cored out. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Raju earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for us all. About my mech. It was destroyed Centurion with nature overgrowth on it after it laid there for decades afterwards as art cover for the vinyl of the soundtrack. No kidding. I'm actually really intrigued by that. That's cool. Yeah, our mech tech all overhauled what's left of it in the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. So what happens now? Cool. Well, things aren't looking so hot around here, what with the coup and all. House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Arano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Yeah, I know the spoiler behind that. It's... oh. Damn it, what a waste. Our sentiments exactly. We're getting the hell out of Oregon territory. I've already booked transport on the first jump ship out. We're heading to a nice quiet stretch of independent space, all the way across the frontier, on the Canopian border. Not a cheap trip, but we'll worry about how we're going to pay for it later. As for you, well, you've got options. According to your bloodshit, a Comstar issued ID carried by mech warriors. I did not know that. You've got family out in the Federated Suns. If you want, I could look into booking you transport on a freighter bound for Davian space. I can't make any promises, but I'm willing to try. 2 extra dialogue options that are the same across backgrounds. I forget which mod or expansion it was, but I remember seeing on one of them, like your pilots had traits, and which trait, like they could acquire traits, like criminal or, you know, whatever, that would affect story. So, yeah, it seems like kind of some untapped potential there that they didn't use more of it. Okay. So all of these options basically are no. I'd re-download the game and get the mod immediately if it gave the Torian at least one opportunity to say hippity hoppity. Get off my property. As Tex likes to say, what is it, F around and find out? Yeah, let's go ahead and use the ancestry option. If for no other reason than to say that it's not my home anymore. In that case, you could stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we can drop you at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a place for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for your share of the fuel, plus food, lodging, and repairs on your mech. Fair's fair, after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt, and you ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. 3 years later. So, I guess we know how that conversation went. Gribbly! Hey! How's it going? Glad you could join us. It looks like we're going directly into our second mission, or third if you count the tutorial. I'm probably going to wrap it up at the end of this mission and resume at some other point, probably next week. But we'll see how long this takes. High Guts lessens the time of Mikora needs in the med bay. Okay. Lich, Behemoth, and the infamous Decker. The Independent Prospectors League thanks you for your assistance, Commander. We're miners, not soldiers. We can't fight these bastards off on our own. That's what you're paying us for. Don't worry, we'll get your platforms back. This isn't just about reclaiming what's ours. Majesty Metals killed hundreds of us when they tried to jump our claim. We want you to make them bleed for what they've done. Commander, the Op4 is holding 2 of the IPL's mining platforms. The first designated Alpha is where they're keeping their turret generator. Move in fast and take it out. Those turrets hit hard, so you'll want to neutralize them ASAP. Platform Bravo is the site of the Op4's corporate security tower. Engage and destroy it. If they bring in a mech to protect it, take that out too. Then circle on back and we'll collect our pay. And that's right. I'm ready and waiting to authorize the transfer. Now go on, Commander. Hit those corporate pigs where it hurts. We'll be watching the action from here. Alright, so we've got a Blackjack, a Vindicator, a Shadowhawk, and a Spider. Presumably the Spider
I hear ya.
should go first, being that it's, you know, dedicated scout mech. I think this is a pretty long mission, isn't it? Alright, so I mean, I guess we'll have to see. This is just this forest. Where's the generator? Is that? Oh, that's the generator. One with the health bar. So that is where we're going first. Let's go ahead and get that spider up there. I assume there's going to be hostiles, but hopefully not too many. Oh. You are trespassing on Majesty Metals.
You are trespassing on Majesty Metals and manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
Well, you know, we could not do that. Armored internal structure, displays are okay. You're the one with the Shadowhawk, yeah. And it's a 2H2. That's probably the worst one of all. Attack angle, back shots, ignores guarded and cover. Target indicator. Ring around the targeted unit. Glows red to indicate the arc. Flashing lines. Show which sections are targeted. Okay.
Ready for orders.
So what kind of opposition we do have? It looks like 2 mechs and a couple of turrets. Would it be to our advantage to try to keep some range from the turrets and draw the mechs out? I think, so that we're not getting shot at by the turrets while we're neutralizing the mechs. Vindicator, PPC, medium, small, LRM 5.
Moving out.
Okay, so we still don't have a tonnage on that.
Orders?
And Decker and the Spider. Ooh, there's more turrets over here I hadn't seen. Four evasion pips and cover. 5 evasion pips and cover. But that's gonna be like almost all of his heat allowance, and it only gives us a shot on that one turret, which doesn't look like it's even in range. So do we sacrifice an evasive pip to try to get shots on that mech? I think we do. Play this like XCOM rather than tabletop, tight and cautious. I'll unmet Commander, but then they never spawn those generators for anything outside scripted missions. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got a Commando. Okay, that's a 2D, that's one with the SRMs. And we've got 50-50 odds. Versus 80% on the sniper turret, which has autocannon 2s, which in this game do as much damage as medium lasers. only do 50 damage to it, which wouldn't disable it. Whereas this guy's got... I mean, if we hit an arm, well, we'd have to hit it twice. I think the commando is the bigger threat. Or at least the easiest one to take down right now. Well, assuming we hit.
Roger that.
Oh, he's guarded and cover. I didn't see that. And a 5V spider.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
I don't know much, but I know that's not good. Yeah, you apparently don't have eyes on anything, no matter what you do. It can be more evasive if we sprint and get closer.
Full throttle. Enemy detected.
Another one. Got the commando, we got the spider, we got the 2 turrets, we got... Oh, we've got 4 turrets, looks like, over here.
Waiting for orders.
2 evasion... No trees anymore. Okay, that is indirect fire. I was like, how is she able to do that? It's kind of hard to see. The PPC has a lot of range. Those are all indirect shots, aren't they? Are any of these? So not in range of the PPC, but at least we can get an LRM
On my
off.
way.
35, 50, or 85. It's 20 damage.
Tell me what
It's
to
not
do.
ideal. I was really hoping to get the PPC into action this round.
Good to go.
Alright. Shadowhawk. Looks like 2 evasion is the best we're getting, and again, indirect fire only, it looks like. Particle projection calzone. 25, 40, or 80. Yeah, let's hit that turret for a little bit more. That commando's probably still all guarded and stuff, isn't it?
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Damage
Okay, so
minimal.
those are LRM turrets. And they're sensor locked. Not an ideal situation.
Damage minimal.
You say that.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. So this guy... Fun fact, unofficial stats, HBS released something like 90% of players lose the spider in this mission. Seriously? 97%? That seems really high. Really don't want to get line of sight on these guys. Much rather not. I also don't want to be over in this area. Well, those autocannon 2s have minimum range, right? Oh.
Yes, Commander.
Oh. Okay. I got... I was thinking Decker was the one on the left, which he should be because he goes first. I thought I had accidentally reserved him or something just by right-clicking. This guy has very little armor. We only do 30 on a melee attack. That really leaves us open. I really don't want to move my light mech first. Right click is universal back button, good to know. Someone Decker getting killed being the HBS. I mean, I've seen Decker die several times, so I know that he's basically cursed. There's an achievement for it, isn't it? Let's see here. If we go, say, over here. I mean, I know it's foolish to try to outrange an autocannon too, but actually, what we should be doing is going for this generator, which has... Oh, do we not get to see how many hit points it has?
Lifting off.
This thing does not have nearly enough heat sinks. Alright, if this hits, and it probably will, we'll do a quarter of the damage to this generator we need to. And we did not.
Missed.
Had noticed. Alright, the commando is coming out to play. I saw a 25 and I saw a bunch of 8s. So I hit with the laser and some SRMs. And I think we're on steady already. How did that happen? I guess those LRMs. Alright. Okay. Don't do that to me. I don't like it when you do that. That gives us some cover. It's not evasive. That gives us a little evasion. Jeez. Arm mounted, accuracy, target moved, target size, sensors impaired. Wait. Why are our sensors impaired? I was hoping to land at least. Oh, because he had 5 evasive kicks.
Good to go.
I see.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Alright, build up a little bit of heat. We got not great odds. 40%, 25%. He also doesn't have much armor. Oh! Got him. imagine losing the spider in this mission. Yeah, someone was just saying, yeah, Lark was just saying it's 97% of people apparently do that. 95% chance to do 85 damage. He's got 46 there, 37, 50. 37, 50 is. So if we hit him in the arm, we wouldn't quite destroy the torso. But if we hit him center mass, that would be a kill. %chance to hit it. Massive iron nuts or anything, but I did not have this problem.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Yes, spread the damage out. Give me a chance to recover. Massive iron nuts. Sorry, it's just funny turn of the phrase.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Fucking Decker.
Good to go.
Alright, so if I go... let's see, where can I go over here where I'm protected from both of these turrets? Am I reading this wrong? Like, I feel like... Take mind. I feel like these turrets are just a little better at shooting over things than they really should be.
Jumping.
I don't believe wasps have a problem ejecting. But yeah, I am aware that spiders have the no ejection quirk, which I don't think translates into this game. Oh, Shadowhawk is already open.
That shot went internal.
And unsteady. That's no bueno. Alright, so. Spinning around. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still getting used to the camera controls. 2 evasion and woods and the line of sight. Clear enough to give pilots whiplash because the ejection system jettisons them out the side. There's a mech, I forget which one, but the fluff behind it is that it ejects out the back of the head, I think. Was it a Goliath or a Scorpion? I think it was one of the quad mechs. Is flavored that it ejects at a weird angle and causes problems. Trees in this game help absorb PPCs. Are they using PPCs right now? Okay, 80%, 50 damage. Probably should have moved the Shadowhawk first. Was that glitch? I think she's about to get wailed on. Have fun running around on that busted leg. Hatchman has the full head ejection quirk. I'm trying to think of who else. There are, I think, a couple of other mechs with the full head ejection. Which, I mean, it's kind of I think a mixed blessing, because, like, if you do eject, you have to replace the entire head. Alright, so this spider is looking to be in really rough shape. 36 to that leg would do it. So that would be if I hit it with the PPC. See, I've never seen that used in game terms, right? It's like, would you treat that the same as like a limb blown off result on the crit chart? Oh, 25%, not great. I mean, that's a 1 in 4 chance of dealing 50 damage to him, which would absolutely... Yes! Got a little lucky there. Nice. I'm a fan of the Vindicator. It's a good trooper. The PPC and the lasers, the LRMs. I would call it just a good all-rounder. Alright, so Shadowhawk with a lot of stability damage and an open... Is that the right arm? Or is that the left? Okay, that is the right arm, so we're looking at it face on. So aside from these turrets, it really is just you. So I need to find a spot where I've got 2 evasive pips and a red line. I think it is found it. It's not super evasive, but we still don't have great odds. I mean, there's 80, 60, 40. Wait, 40 was the generator, which still hasn't taken any damage yet. Yeah, we came here to kill a commando. This is left arm, which is what the SRM6 arm?
They've got a lock on me.
Oh no. That spider needs all of its evasion.
Warning. Armor low. Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage. Warning. Damage critical.
I see stray shots. Did they hurt their own thing?
Ready for orders.
No, they hit their reinforced building. Turret generator is still at 100%. I know if he keeps jumping, he's not going to have the heat sinks to really shoot anything. Seriously, is he going to overheat just from jumping? Is that what I'm seeing? When it's red and yellow flashing like that when I'm trying to move, that means that my heat is going to go up when I move, and I will overheat, right? Because I don't want to do that. Overheating in this game is a lot worse than it is in tabletop. In tabletop, you just cool off. In this one, you actually take damage. Okay, so maybe not jumping this turn. But I really want to be as evasive as possible because I have diddly for armor. that works. We're probably gonna hit that other building, but desert world. Okay, good to know. My heat sinks are being affected. Because normally, like, a spider has 10 heat sinks and 8 jump jets, so like you should be able to at least fire 1 laser every, 2 out of every 3 rounds without really building up any significant heat. I mean, it's 80% on 2 shots. If they both hit, that's half of it down.
Target acquired.
Nice. Like including the heat modifiers? Kick a mech that's twice your size. See how that does for you.
Barely scratched.
The bottom right above the stats. So, oh, bottom left, man. Yeah, bottom left. Sensors impaired, inspired. Oh yeah, we've got morale that I haven't been spending. I don't even know if I can right now. Well, no, I don't have any abilities. Cover Badlands. 85% heat reduction instead of normal 100. Alright. So if that blackjack is already in rough shape, if we go here, we got 75% on the 2 autocannons. It's got 50 hit points. It's a gamble. But with the lasers, I think I should have enough insurance to be able... Yeah, we only have to hit them with 2 of these. And we're shooting 6 of them. And they're all above 50%. Should be almost guaranteed. Bye-bye, turrets. No, I was gonna put it on the YouTube. I think I'm gonna start a new playlist so that it's not like interspersed with the Megamech videos. But yeah, I was definitely planning on putting it on YouTube. I feel like, honestly, I get most of my views on YouTube. So, like, I'm not like trying to exclude that from this. Alright, now our objective is over here now. And presumably there's more enemies, but no turrets. So, do we... From here, probably the easiest. Kind of surprised we're not out of combat right now. Like, I was expecting to be sprinting at this point. So I assume you're asking if you're going to have to watch on YouTube or VOD. You're about to walk your dog or something? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna finish up this mission. Actually, I kind of want it to be wrapping up around this time anyway, but I guess I have to finish this mission first. But yeah, I'm trying to get this done right now. So, alright, well, have fun, and
Ready for orders.
I guess we'll probably see you next week. I'm trying to be done with this mission before you get done walking your dog. But again, the last mission also ran a bit longer than I thought it was going to, with like 3 waves of enemies. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, I forgot about that guy. So stupid, I thought that was all of them. No wonder I wasn't out of combat.
Standing by.
Yeah, you can... Oof. quite as far, but we'll
On my
drop
way.
a lot of heat doing this. I kind of miss having a mini-map that tells me, like, you know, where the bad guys are. Because I totally spaced on that friggin'... Alright, where is it? There he is. Yeah, we are going to close to medium laser range, and we're going to nail us a commando. 55% chance. So little heat. Oh, looked like 3 leg hits. Yes, fall down.
I hear ya.
%95 chance to melee for 55 damage, which would destroy the torso, destroy the leg. Ignores evasive, removes guarded. Removes guarded? Really?
Going toe to toe.
Oh, I forgot I had a small laser. Small laser for the kill.
Bang! You're dead!
Oh.
Orders?
Alright, kinda wanna get him back into the fight as quickly as... Good lord, he can sprint forever. That looks like more than 12 hexes to me. Another Shadowhawk. This could actually be kind of a problem in the condition we're in right now.
I'm taking internal
Oh, I
damage.
forgot about the bonus move from Road. Okay, so he's down here. Oh, I forgot this guy has jump jets.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, so we're not firing everything, clearly. I'll drop these two. Yeah, that biome is really messing with my heat. Jump for 4, 2 autocannons should be 6.
I'm showing minor damage. Waiting on you, Commander.
There's no cover or anything to speak of. Unknown vehicles. Scorpion has significant amount of armor. 56. PPC wouldn't penetrate. Let's get him close. Maybe we can hit him with the PPC and a laser or something and take him out. any heat. That's a 55% chance because indicators are well sunk. Alright, here goes nothing. Got him.
Smoked him!
Alright, another Scorpion, another autocannon 5.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, our Shadowhawk. He's not evasive. If we can get in close, we might be able to do a repeat performance. And okay, that's our target.
Affirmative.
We've got 80% on everything.
Taking the shot.
Got him! Yeah, those tanks don't seem like they can take as much damage as they ought to be able to. Why is it giving me the heat and stability pop-ups right now? Did I do something?
Receiving you.
Decker! Are we gonna be in the 3% but survives the first mission?
Copy that.
Uh, 60%.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Because we didn't jump this turn, we've got the heat to spare. Oh, he's coming in for the melee. Nope. He's coming in to miss the blackjack. Let me see. Slightly evasive. What do we want to do about that?
What can I do for you?
Could melee him, but that does barely more damage than the PVC.
Receiving you.
Yeah, let's go for the back shot. The autocannon's going to be under minimum range, but maybe the laser and SRMs will do some good. Yeah, 25%. 25% on the LRMs, 60 and 70 on the SRMs. And we hit with basically nothing. But we got his evasion down to 1, looks like. And alright, well, let's hold off on these. They do good damage, but they're not as heat efficient. 3 medium lasers, maybe we can knock out his right arm.
Engaging target.
Nope. And then saving the PPC for when he has no evasion. I keep meaning to check. I mean, what's... melee for 55, PPC for 50. Alright, yeah, I wanted to check something. Arm mounted, height difference, inspired, minimum range, target size. Okay, so there's no bonus to hit if I don't move. Good to know. Yeah, that looks good. 85% on the PPC.
Time to die!
Sensors impaired. You know, the more I play this, the more aware I become of how different it is from the tabletop. Someone on Facebook yesterday last night when I should have been asleep. I was on Facebook discussing the relative merits of Megamech versus HBS with someone, and they were trying to make the point that HBS is basically tabletop because it keeps a lot of the same concepts and the spirit, and they said it was also designed by one of the guys who did the original tabletop, and I'm just like, it's similar, the spirit is there, but if you're trying to compare it to tabletop, there's just everything is kind of like, but nothing is the same.
On the
Like,
move.
movement is different, initiative is different, cover is handled differently, stability damage, just everything is just not quite the same. Why? Oh, I'm facing the wrong Shadow Hawk. Oh, I screwed that up. And I should have jumped. I was too busy talking about Facebook. Oh, lame.
Detecting mech warrior injury. Warning. Weapon system destroyed.
Okay, well, we're gonna take back shots with what we have left. Two medium lasers. Yep. Wait, we have all of this morale we could use. -4 difficulty, reduced by 1.
Targeting spear armor.
Only got his left arm, so that's cool.
Waiting for orders.
In this case, oh yeah, because I forgot the small laser adds to my melee damage, so that's 75. So that's actually the same as the PPC and the medium laser combined. Yep. Trying to take out that right arm. Got auto cannon. I mean, we hit. We
Yes,
just didn't
Commander.
do quite as much damage as I was hoping for. Oh, I think we hit the center torso. He's down to 67. That's... if we punched him and we got lucky, we'd be able to hit him and to take him down. This is our last guy for the round. %95 chance to hit, yeah. I'll take those odds. There's even a slim chance that we take him down. Or we just wail on the left side again.
I think I hit something good.
Standing by.
Alright, Decker. This thing is down to 51. We only do 30. And again, I'm looking at this option down here for DFA. I'm like, that does 80 points of damage. That would kill him. It's, 65% chance to hit. That's not great. Let me try to be... Let's see, that's 6. That's also 6. It's also 6. 80% without overheating? Sure. Alright, there goes that right arm.
Critical hit, Commander.
It's just a flesh wound. Alright. Now then. Still has 51 points. We melee for 40. We'd have to hit him with literally everything. We can get 2 evasion, but we can't turn. Laser's worth like 3 times more heat, but the autocannon's not as likely to hit. Got him, got him. Jump jet, right torso.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I hear ya.
Yeah, he's just a walking torso in
Standing
head
by.
right now. 95% chance on a melee. Yeah, we're just gonna stand here and slug it out on them. That worked.
Target neutralized.
I keep expecting to be able to right-click drag to move the map like on Mega Mech. Oh no, I don't want to sprint. I want to shoot this building. Is it not gonna let me? Because there's no enemies on the field?
Commander.
I mean...
Position confirmed.
Okay, well if it's not gonna let me shoot, I might as well sprint.
Position confirmed.
Alright, Decker, take point. That's what you do, the spider. You go out in front of everyone and draw fire. And hopefully it all misses you because you've got so much evasion, but just gain 5 resolve.
Receiving you.
Melee for 30. I wonder if we automatically hit adjacent buildings, like in tabletop. I mean, we just walked through that building and destroyed it. Can we do that with this one? 80%. How is that an 80% shot? Broadside of a barn, you literally can't miss.
Great job,
Oh, I forgot I had to come back. I was kind of hoping the mission would end right there.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, yeah, jump jets are pretty cool in this kind of terrain.
Taking the high road.
We can sprint really far, actually. Not as far as we jump, though.
Up high.
Alright, and Decker with all of your movement.
Roger. Moving to position.
I feel like I'm about to walk into another ambush. You guys guys would tell me if I was about to get jumped, right? I mean, we're at the objective. So I feel like they would have jumped out if they were gonna.
Got it.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Brilliant work, Commander. We should have no trouble mopping up all the other platforms now that their defenses are down. We get the job done. Speaking of which, I wasn't finished. These platforms won't do us much good if we can't hold them. Majesty Metals taught us that, so we're going to need your battle mechs. You're gonna want to reconsider that. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now power down and surrender and we'll let you walk. Or try to fight and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. Well, there goes our payday. Hold on tight, Commander. We're on our way. Oh.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so we're still in sprint mode. Alright, so there are 2, 3, 4 light shredder turrets and a generator. Do we have anyone that can deal 100 points of damage in one fell swoop? That's 70, 86, 106 technically, but that's if everything hits, and it's hard to bracket. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's going to let us shoot this turn. SRMs and flamers. Yeah, we don't want to be right on top of those. Oh, and a vehicle over here. See, this is why I need a mini-map. Find out where, like, all the enemies are. I feel like I'm zoomed out about as far as it would go, and I still feel like there's stuff around that I'm not aware of just because it's not on screen. Like what happened with that, commando. Please let me shoot the generator. I would really like to shoot the generator right now. No, it's not gonna let me. We literally have to spend a turn just doing nothing and letting them get the first shot, it feels like. Which is a little lame.
Aye, aye.
God, that's so far. Spiders are kind of awesome. They don't have any guns or armor, but they're kind of awesome anyway.
Ready for orders.
Oh, okay, now we're in combat. So it looks like we're going, and then they're all going on round 1, it looks like. So that's 3 evasion, that's 6 evasion, which is far superior. Yeah, it's worth being on the brink of overheating. Really? 80%, you missed once. Okay, who's moving? Alright. Silent, I need you to hit with everything, please. If we can deal 75 points of damage, we can take out those turrets before anything bad happens. 80, 80, 80. Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, yes! There go the turrets. Oh, shit. Everything is an ambush. Take everything they have. The food, the materials, the equipment, toss their persons in a box and sell it to pirates for slave labor. There's a generator in the base. Found that. That is what it is, and it's dumb. Yeah. I assume you're talking about the that round of not being able to shoot.
Orders.
Alright, so we've got a Scorpion tank over here, an autocannon and a machine gun. Why is it not giving me hit percentages on the PPC, I wonder?
Got it.
Oh, because it's an indirect shot. Alright, so we've got 40% there, and nothing else.
Special delivery!
3 out of 5 is not bad for a 40% shot.
Commander. Heading out.
%.
Copy that.
2 out of 5 is not bad for 30%. Striker, that's LRMs and SRMs. He's tearing up his own buildings. He just hit us for more than we needed him for.
Internal damage.
Good to go.
How much armor do you still have? You have 29. And if I'm not mistaken, we deal... double damage against tanks with a melee, right? So this should kill him no matter where it hits.
Locked on for physical attack.
Ah! Nice.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Feels like the beam stopped there, which implies that it's not a miss, but you know. Oh, there's a galleon over here as well. $80, and 35. And I wasn't expecting the autocannon to hit.
Good to go.
One evasion, that's 2. Well, oh, can I not shoot through my own guy? Oh. There's that evasion though. That
Coordinates
works.
received.
Yeah, I'm liking this Vindicator. It has enough heat sinks to use a PPC and a laser and LRMs all at the same time without overheating very quickly. I'm a fan. And I feel like it's tougher than the Blackjack and about as fast.
Orders. I copy.
One PPC in each arm. 2, 3 for them. Where do you get the other 2.5 tons?
Acknowledged.
Nice.
Vehicle trash.
That's what I'm saying. If you remove the LRM-5 and the ammo is 3 tons, the medium laser is 1/4, and then the small laser is 1/2. So that's 4.5 tons you can strip out by removing the other weapons. Give the man a prize.
Mission successful.
But yeah, twin PPCs seems like it would be really effective against like tanks and stuff. 3 years later, priority mission. Well done, Commander. You made the best of a bad situation. Yeah, not getting paid is a bad situation. Morale. Yep, so we lost a couple of lasers and an autocannon. Shadowhawk went internal on the arm. And Spider went internal on the arm. But all in all, good lord, the Blackjack didn't get any kills. Vindicator got more kills than anyone, not surprisingly. That PPC is just so cool. It does twice as much damage as any other weapon I've got on the field. I mean, I forgot the autocannon 5 does more than 5 damage here, but you know what I mean. Get on handy. Rent to own. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it on the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we are drowning in debt. Fully aware of our financial situation, Meyer, but I just can't just conjure up new clients out of thin air. Cedrick, do me a solid and back me up on this. If we're really that hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. Hey, you'll hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, could you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if you broke things down point by point. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1, Meyer's right. We're in debt. Every sea bill we make technically belongs to the banks. Point 2, this corner of the frontier is a dead zone for mercenary work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no other points. What's our best case scenario? Why not just refuse to pay? Okay, so we're in a bad spot. What are we gonna do about it? I don't see what else we can do, Cedrick. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the MRB entirely, we're basically out of options. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to wind up with a knife in your back. We just got betrayed on a board-certified contract, Yang. How much worse could it be? Plenty. What happened down there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's the rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head to a nicer corner of the periphery. Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're going to keep us on a short leash. That's a good reason. Look, Darius, Meyer's right. We need to start earning some real money, and we need to do it soon. Hey, no, not that table. Hey. Hush. No stepping on the keyboard. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intentions. I'm no stranger to betrayal, Yang. I lost my family to someone I thought of as a friend. That doesn't change the fact that we need money. Yeah, boss. Much as I hate to say it, I agree with you. We need to sidestep the MRB. Wait, what? That was not what we were planning on doing. It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside the MRB system. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we've got all that much to lose. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job, and our prospects in this system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighboring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, we'll find enough work to keep going until something better rolls in. The banks are holding our jump ship access hostage until we repay our debts. For now, we can only go between Vyrank and the nearby systems of Alloway, Bellerophon, and Detroit. Our top priority right now needs to be finding work, so we can raise cash. None of the contracts here are very good. I picked out the only viable one I could find, and it helpfully includes our travel fees as part of the deal. Come by the command center when you're ready to review it. Game saved. Okay, that is exactly what I was waiting for, being that, We're almost 3 hours into this stream. That's the first time that I've seen that notification. Decker and Silent Kate, 27 days they're out of action, and the financial report's due in 30. So, at this point, let's go ahead and manually Cedrick. I don't even remember what my last name was. Okay, so we're going to save that as Cedrick. We're going to go ahead. As much fun as this has been, it is time to call it quits. And there's nothing wrong with double saving. We'll call that one Cedric 2, confirm. Your journey has only just begun. Yeah, I'm aware. This is one of those games that has a lot of depth and replayability. So, yeah, like I said, I've watched I watched Baradol play through, I think, Vanilla when it first came out, and then 3062, and then Advanced. So yeah, with the mods and everything, I know that you can get like hundreds of hours of content out of this game, which is frankly amazing. I don't want to seem stingy, but for me, one of the things I look for when I consider the price of a game is like, how long am I going to be playing it for? We better name the Shadowhawk Dugrim or I will riot. Just for you, Lark, I've made a note. If I forget and you happen to be on next time I play, feel free to remind me. You know, I won't be like offended or anything. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if you were offended that I forgot. So I'm not like trying to put the onus on you, but at the same time, I'm willing to admit the possibility that I'm less than reliable in cases that require, you know, using long-term memory. Like I've always had a problem with like remembering things over a period of time. So, but anyway, I appreciate everyone joining in. It's been great fun. Thanks again to Vyrank for gifting this to me. Looking forward to playing some more with you guys. Try to keep things going. As always, like, comment, follow, subscribe. Be part of the community. And with that, it is time to say good night, y'all.